Hello everyone, and welcome to another Who Asked Reviews podcast. I'm Lucas, and today I'm joined again by Gio and Daniel. Today's game we'll be discussing Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Now you're probably wondering why it took us so long to make a new video, because of course on our front page it says a new video every week, a new podcast every week. But we have been very busy on this podcast. We have finished this entire game for you, and it only took 3 months.
Any percent.
Any percent speed run, 3 months.
We struggled.
Yeah, might not be a record, but it was definitely fun playing it. And that's all I want to start off today. Did you enjoy playing the game overall?
Yes, fun.
you had fun?
Very much fun. I didn't die every 2 seconds.
You didn't die every 2 seconds?
Sarcasm.
Sarcasm.
That was sarcasm.
Okay.
There was sarcasm involved.
So you didn't like playing the game overall?
I shined in the boss battles.
You did. You did shine in the boss
but
battles.
the levels, no, not really.
It's fun playing a platformer again. It's been a while playing a game like that.
That's
But-
true, actually.
Yeah, I thought it was very fun. Could say maybe it's even harder than Elden Ring to play this game sometimes.
Playing Elden Ring at the same time and playing that game, yeah, I might have raged more with this game and I might have struggled more with this game at times.
Okay.
Sometimes no, sometimes yes.
I might have
Yes,
mental
yes.
boomed a little bit on the Donkey Kong and not so much on Elden Ring.
Okay, yeah, well, there is some very challenging levels in the game, especially with the Rhino. What did you think about the Rhino, Gio?
I like the Rhino.
Yeah,
I was kind of disappointed there was no swordfish though.
there wasn't like
with
in the older games.
with the old Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, there was a fish where you can sit on in the older games where you could zoof through the water.
Zoof.
Zoof.
You really just said zoof?
Zoofing right through that water,
Yeah.
just like that.
Exactly. I really enjoyed playing the Rhino levels. They added a really fresh direction to the game. Because you normally with platformers like Mario, for example, you tend to only just cruise through the levels as yourself.
Have
with
you
the
heard
Rhino.
about Yoshi?
Okay, yes, of course.
Yeah,
you have
Yoshi in every game though.
I guess you have Yoshi. What we've been discussing in our earlier video, Super Mario Galaxy 2, which is also
Yeah.
a platformer.
Make sure to
But,
check
but
that out.
it's not not the same type of platformer, but yeah. It's
Yeah,
a
exactly.
2D platformer, I guess you could call this still.
But there's a lot of cool features in Donkey Kong that makes every level.
Yeah, it's definitely
different.
unique.
Tell me
yeah,
about
it's
those
definitely
features.
Yeah, well, I mostly enjoyed like the difference in levels. You have normal levels where you're the Donkey Kong, and then you just get to the end of the level. But there is also minecart levels, for example, where you sit in a cart and then you have to jump at specific times.
I like the jetpack ones.
The jetpack, yeah, like the jetpack Joyride levels, was very, very fun. Yeah.
Frustrating because you only had like 2 hits.
Yes, yeah.
Well, to get back to the Rhino level, the last one, I still have nightmares.
the one with the World 6 Rhino level with the lava.
Yeah, the part
Chasing
at the
you.
end where the lava catches up to you, and maybe I didn't know the controls quite as well as I thought I did.
But you swapped controls every time. You had default and then reverted or something.
I was the one to finish it in the end, but I don't think I should have because I'm still wake up screaming every night.
One thing that was so weird to me was the first 5 worlds were like relatively bing chilling, and then World 6 was like, okay, and now you're just gonna have to do this and this and this in the span of 0.2 seconds.
Yeah, I noticed that too, that in all the worlds there is relatively the same mechanics, and then when you get to World 6, you get all introduced to all these new elements that you have to learn and cruise through. And I think it's that's why I think World 6 is one of the most fun ones, because it has so much different mechanics.
Remember that time when you like tried to grab the vines and jump 20 times?
Yeah.
You died 20 times?
Mhm.
Well, you could just grab it and slam it while you grab.
It's sometimes hard to
Remember?
navigate through the controls themselves.
Wild.
Like what is possible, what
I
is...
remember
You
you
were
went up
kind
on
of
them.
playing with the alternate control scheme.
Yeah.
You were kind of making it harder for
Yeah,
yourself.
as you might have noticed to the audience, that we have been struggling with the controls of this game because there's two kind of settings. You have the alternate and the normal control.
That's your fault.
And and we all prefer different ones while we
It's just
while we
your
were
fault.
switching the controls. So that was a blast for sure.
Also, you were like, I was on original controls the first time, you were on alternate, and I was like, how do I do this? And you like told me to press that button, but it was alternate, so I didn't do what you said.
It was different.
I just died.
Yeah.
Many Donkey Kongs were sacrificed in the making of this video.
Exactly.
Many apes died.
Yeah.
Yes.
But to the next subject, what I liked a lot about the game and what I see people talking about when they played this game specifically is the music behind the levels and basically the general level design, as in the graphics, the surroundings. What did you like the surroundings when you played the level and the music?
What's the classic jungle music again? I forgot the name, but it was Nostalgia Deluxe for me.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, the first world especially is
Yeah.
more jungle oriented. Then they go kind of all over the place, especially at the end with the Ice and Fire. But that's what this whole game is centered around. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It'd be Frozen, you know.
yeah,
There's an interesting variety. I don't know if it's my favorite, but they definitely did a good job with the design on all fronts, I think.
what I notice is with every world you have different level designs. You have different kind of environments that you cruise through, and I really just when I wasn't playing myself, but just watching the environment as you guys were playing, I noticed there's a lot of features everywhere that you can't specifically see if you have to concentrate on playing the game itself, and it's really beautiful because there's so much attention to detail without actually people always seeing those details. That's what makes a game very good in my opinion. And the music is really really nice. I really had a blast with the music in the jetpack levels, for example, because it's really chaotic music in a really chaotic level. And sometimes you were screaming as well because it was so close to dying, and we just made it through barely.
I think you enjoyed it because you were the one watching.
Yeah, I was the one watching mostly. Yeah,
The complete horror when you're like at the end, and then you die,
exactly.
and then it's game over as well.
So you have to replay the entire level. You don't get the checkpoints again.
Yep, yeah.
Yeah,
And then you have to buy 30 balloons again.
yeah, we bought like a balloon is for the people that haven't played the game. A balloon basically means a life. So if you die, you can come back by using a balloon. And then at one point we bought like 40 balloons just to ensure we could beat the end of the level.
And we went through all 40.
We went through all 40 to beat the end of the level. So,
I do think it balanced the co-op pretty well.
Yeah.
Because you get buffed, because when you only play as Donkey Kong, you're just weak, really, can't do anything. But the downside of playing co-op is you lose 2 lives every time.
exactly.
If
Yeah.
you fall.
Yeah.
Okay, so how about the bosses? The bosses were
I like the bosses.
yeah, the bosses were really great. We went through a lot
Except
of
the last
balloons with the bosses.
The final one, not so much. You remember jumping in the lava a few times?
Yes, the I think it was a walrus with the horn that spit ice out and ice dragons out and stuff. This is
Oh, the
really
dragons,
awesome.
man.
Yeah, it was
Sounds
really
very
awesome.
logical when you say
Yeah.
it like that. With the
Yeah.
horn that
In the
spits out dragons.
Ice floating on lava. It was just such a great level, and we had such a hard time beating it, but it was so euphoric when we beat it eventually.
Yeah, I really didn't mind letting you two do it. I don't think, I think that's just personal preference, but I don't think the bosses are for me. It's just too long and tedious.
I was the boss battle
opposed to-
specialist.
Yeah, we had kind of a deal that Daniel would mostly do like the hard rhino levels, for example, and just hard levels in general, and me as well because I had already played the game before. I would
Cheater.
also do the normal levels, and then when it came to the bosses, Gio, he would just crush them for some reason. He would be very good at the bosses, so we just put Gio on it, and then either me or Daniel to assist him while doing the bosses. and it worked really well beating the game, even though beating the game took almost 3 months.
It was a schedule thing.
It was,
really,
yeah,
not really a difficult thing.
exactly, it was a schedule.
Let's just say we were on summer break.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, but the bosses, so I thought they were really fun. They had so much different kind of looks and aspects to them. One I did like the most was the fish. There's at one point a fish that blows himself up so big underwater
Yeah,
that you,
underwater
yeah,
level.
that you have to avoid him, and yeah, just you panic a lot because he comes at you from all the angles, and
You panic when he blows you out against the edge.
Yes,
I
exactly.
almost died to the coral thing.
Scream out, "What the fuck!" What
Cancelled.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. What world did you guys like the most? If you had to choose, like what type of world? Like the savannah or
Probably just the first one.
and the first
That's
one?
what I connected
jungle
with.
one.
Yeah.
The jungle one is the first
Also
one.
connects back to the old ones, the old games.
There's also the fruit jungle one, like the
Oh yeah, the giant fruits. Right?
yes exactly.
Yeah, I remember that
There was
one.
also the jetpack level on that one with the penguin Eggman that is smashing you around.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't actually know what my favorite one was.
You don't know?
just a
No.
disclaimer. Besides maybe Geos, played a bit of the old ones.
A little
I
bit.
have not played any of the previous games.
I haven't finished any, but I played a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
And also a disclaimer, I don't remember all the worlds as well, but I do have to say that the first one, I think, that's what I want from a game like that.
The one I liked the least though was the one with the windmills.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
falling.
Yeah, that was the second
I
world.
hated it.
Yeah,
Every single second of it.
it was a bit strange at first
It
because
was so chaotic.
in that world you start basically on the ground, and then once you go through the levels you go up higher to in a mountain,
Yeah.
and eventually you're on top of the mountain. And I like it when you get higher up because it creates more of a dynamic play. There's like falling platforms and stuff. But the first few levels of that world I don't like as well.
I do think the ice world had the most epic levels,
Yes, absolutely.
but probably because of like the final, right?
Yeah, and it was a lot
The
of
whole lava
new,
and ice contrast.
Yeah.
there was a lot of new mechanics introduced in that world as well. So I would say that is up there for me. But my favorite world was the Savannah one because it was so, for me, it was so relaxing. It had like a beautiful scenery. It was like a sun in the savannah. It's like Africa kind of vibe, and I just really liked that one, and the music with that one as well. And then for me, the second best world would be the Jungle Juice world. So like with the
Oh,
big
the giant fruits,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Wait, what's Savannah with the giraffe heads?
Yes, with the fake giraffe heads.
Oh no! Oh no! Of course that's your favorite one.
What do you mean?
It's just such a you thing to say.
Okay, yeah, like wacky.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah.
Everybody else is like, what the fuck? And
I
you're like, hell
I
yeah.
respect it. I respect it.
Thank you, Gio.
I don't respect it.
You don't
I
respect.
don't respect it.
Okay.
I do respect it.
Also, was quite something to find out that it was a Wii U game originally.
Oh yeah, it was like released in 2014.
Yeah, it was.
I think it was 16, but
16.
yeah, same thing.
Of course, also a Lucas thing to choose a Wii U game.
Then again, we played it on the Switch. I only know for sure that Breath of the Wild has the same story, but there's
Oh, yeah,
plenty of
definitely.
other games I think that have had the same treatment.
I think the
Where
Wii.
they're like, okay, the Wii U is absolute dog shit, for lack of a better term. Nobody has used this console. Everybody hated it. But there is some good games on there, so let's bring them to the Switch.
It's like, we made a bad console that only released banger games on it.
Yes, exactly. I'm for one. I'm glad that they brought this game to the Switch.
Must have been wanted, desired. They
Yeah.
ported it back to the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
I
They
had the Wii.
they upgraded the graphics astronomically. It was very good graphics of a game that already has so much great features.
For a Nintendo console, it's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. I would definitely play it today if it like came out like that.
Yeah, we
wouldn't.
know.
You wouldn't?
I wouldn't.
No, okay. And you, Daniel, would you play it if it came out today?
If it was free, sure. But it's a Nintendo game, so it's
Bro,
definitely
It's
not,
not
free.
free, no.
It is not something I would ever spend 60.
No.
No.
Bro does not want to pay money for monkeys.
I would
Okay.
be the only one then to spend money on this game today.
That came out very well.
Because it was just a very, very good game.
Still need to buy the new Pokemon game. Still need to buy the. What else is coming up? Other games. Just not Monkey right now.
Okay.
But it has been a while since I guess a follow-up hasn't come in the last 8 years. but
Yeah,
that's-
I would
that's
like
fine.
I'm pretty sure there's a new one coming.
I've heard of a Mario versus Donkey Kong game, but that's not the same.
I think that's
I
also
think
not the same.
Donkey Kong Country Returns is coming to the Switch. That's not even a joke. I think I saw it in the eShop.
Okay.
Well, that's a better name to pronounce in a video than Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze.
Yeah, that's true.
At this point, that has become kind of a joke.
I would like to see a new Donkey Kong come to the Switch, or just the new. There's also going to be a Switch 2, I think. Just generally a new Donkey Kong game, besides Mario vs Donkey Kong, because that game didn't look quite as much fun as I thought it would be.
No, it doesn't look that appealing to you.
No,
It's
no,
on
I
sale.
haven't seen it.
it's
It's
like
on sale.
it's with the puzzles and stuff. I don't like it too much. I think a platformer would be better for me. But yeah, let's see what the future has in store for us eventually. GTA 6 coming up.
Because Donkey Kong Country Returns before GTA 6.
Yeah, exactly.
Who
Exactly.
knows?
Yeah. All right. Well, that wraps it up. I hope you enjoyed listening to our podcast. I'm so sorry. We are so sorry you had to wait for such a long time. But we'll be back soon.
Summer break's over.
Yeah,
you know?
summer break is over. We'll
Yeah.
back soon with another Who Asked Reviews podcast.
Of
No one
another
really asked.
absolute banger game like this one.
Exactly.
Actually, it will be a banger game, but we will not tell you.
Yes. All right. Well, thanks for listening and goodbye.